We seem to be very afraid of things we don't understand. We seem to be afraid of people who are unapologetically themselves. Those who are bold, authentic, brave, courageous, and audacious when they come in packages that are similar to mine or any other that don't fit the narrative. They are told to be quiet, to be nice, to be submissive. I just want to say to those families who are in this body who will be impacted by this legislation, I am so proud of your kids for coming here to fight for their existence and their right to exist in this state. They simply want to have the full measure of freedom that we, again, like to believe that everyone has in this state. But like I said last week, vision is different than practice. The practice of what we are doing here today is discriminatory. It is bigotry in practice. But what I want you to know is that this fear is not new. It's the same fear that allowed human beings to prevent other human beings from drinking at the same water fountains. It's the same fear that allowed the state of Louisiana to block a child from attending school with other children because of her race. It's the same fear that allowed enforcement agencies in the state of Alabama to sanction the use of attack dogs and water hoses on children wanting their parents to not be discriminated against. It is that same fear that allowed us to, at one point in our country's history, classify homosexuality and a woman being on her menstrual cycle as mental illness. And it's that same fear that caused the Tennessee General Assembly to expel 2 young legislators for speaking up loudly for their constituents on another matter. Today, with a measure more decorum, we are speaking up for our constituents. We are speaking up for those children who have come here year after year after year, fighting for the government to simply leave them alone. To you all, as a person of color, as a representative of people in my community who have been identified as a group that you are choosing to other, we never needed you to love us. We needed you to leave us alone so we could love ourselves.